व्यास विशाल बुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्र नेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वलितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुर्मूर्तिः पूजामूलं गुरुर्पदं मन्त्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। ॐ कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय, सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय, कृष्ण भगवान की जय, गीता माता की जय। हरे ओम। So, we are discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5, and yesterday we discussed on 13th sloka and 14th also little. 13th was for recap. सर्व कर्माणि मनसा संन्यासास्ते सुखम्बसी नवद्वारे पुरे देहि नैव कुर्वन् न कारयन्. So this we have seen, and yesterday we were discussing on the duty of our Lord. What does he do? He says, Palla Jardena. He says, I am not responsible for anything. Go your way. I don't know. I do nothing. That is what he is telling. Na kartrutvam na karmani lokasya srijati prabhu. Na karma phala sanjogam. Then how it goes on? Svabhavastu pravartate. Neither agency nor actions does the Lord create for the world, nor union with the fruits of actions. Our so-called formula, action has equal and opposite reactions. That is not the duty of the Supreme Lord to decide or to manage. Nothing he does. That also we have seen yesterday. Because he is one, so there is nothing to do. When there will be two, then only there comes responsibility, action and reaction, and also relativity, dependency, comparison, everything comes. But when there is one alone, no expression, practically we see in worldly parlance we see, if you are sitting all alone without anyone, do you shout, my name is so and so, I am from this and that place, and my qualification is like that, I am sitting here for this purpose. Do you need to say? No need, because you are all alone. The moment some others come near you, all these necessities arise. Similarly, when we see the absolute truth, the existence absolute, and awareness, knowledge absolute, and bliss, the contentment or the satisfaction absolute, that is called Sat Chit Anand, which is one and seen from three different angles. One thing, three-dimensional picture, and that is also same as three qualities. In this way, that absolute one has to do nothing. There is no need. On that basis, he is not responsible for the action and reaction. So he says, I don't know anything, don't ask me, get out, go your way. I am not at all concerned with your problems. Whether you are dying or you are flourishing, that is your problem. That is what we were discussing yesterday. It is your problem. It is not God's problem. But it is who is responsible then? We see it is going on. So who manages all these? Oh Lord, you do nothing, you rest. You are sleeping in the womb of eternal, all-pervading water. Huh? You are always enjoy your sweet sleep. But who manages your work? Who is the manager? Can you tell us? He says, yes, my maid servant. My maid servant. Maya dhakshena prakritihi suyate sajarajar. Alexa, who is standing there outside? The Delhi milkman. She answers. So she is watching everywhere. She sees the CCTV and she gives the everything. I am sleeping nicely. This is how Lord also does. My agent is my maidservant. Whatever our Biju understands my all these indications, either Durga, Parvi and Biju, they understand. You cannot understand anything. There was some Mauni Baba in Gangotri. I have seen him. For years he kept Mauna. He is known as Mauni Baba. And for some time he was keeping a slate and a khadi, we say, a small chalk, stony chalk. And afterwards I saw he kept nothing, neither pen or paper, nothing. Whosoever is with him, some assistants, some disciples always be with him. So all of them, they are experts. नहीं लिख दिया इधर आसमान में, वो पढ़ ही लिया. और वो बोल दिया इशारा से, by the indication the assistants do everything. What did you understand? Yes, yes. Manage it, do it. I have learnt a lot from that Moni Baba. How to understand others' indicative language and just matter over. And I have dealt with so many Maunis and I understand that I have learned from him how a Mauni speak and how it is to be understood. Mauni's language are very, very fine and very expressive. Yes, when you start understanding, it is so clear, so clear. हाँ, yes, yes. That dumb man, dumb lady, BBC or somewhere, there is that silent speaker. क्या बोला मैं? What did I say?
You said.
कुछ लोग देखो, कुछ लोग इकट्ठे हुए थे एक जगह पर कुछ लोग इकट्ठे हुए थे। वो सवाल पूछे और जो मिनिस्टर था, चेयरमैन, don't create any agitation, have patience, it will be done. Yes, in TV, some channel gives such, yes, silent language. ऐसा होना चाहिए, बेकार ये useless using our power.
आप ऐसा करने के बाद फिर पूछना भी YouTube AI recognition लगा।
अरे यार, क्वेश्चन आंसर। Repeat it. कुछ नहीं समझ में आया। This is how you have to understand the language of silence. So here, all this came from the useless fellow, the absolute. He is good for nothing. He cannot do anything because all alone. All alone. Poor fellow. Where from he will collect all those ingredients to do something, or whom shall he ask? So,
he is no one to tell that he is all powerful.
Nobody is there to understand he is all powerful. So what he does, you know? He conquers his partner. The mad fellow thinks, oh pagli, oh mad chap, oh mad lady, where are you? Yes, 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 I am here. I want to see you dancing. I am tired. He speaks to himself. You want to see me dance? Okay. Arrange for my dance a stage. I want to sing, the mad lady says. I want to see. He himself tries to do himself. One act play. He becomes the mad lady and he becomes the mad fellow and he talks with the lady and he asks, can you not come and dance for me a little? Yes, I wish it. But where shall I dance? Make a stage for me. Make a beautiful pandal. You see, I will dance. Oh, yes, yes. Okay. Now, the pandal is ready. Where it is? It is there where you stand. Only imaginations and no base, no nothing. The mad fellow goes on blabbering to himself. And the mad lady comes. He himself, he speaks to himself. Oh, mad chap, I have come. Are you not able to see me? Come on, what dance shall I perform? Oh, can you dance without any music? No. Who is the musician here? Okay, I will do it. So he starts doing alap. Alap means some waves of the rhythms. So starts the sound, music, and then the first music. Nobody can hear it. Slowly, little audible. This is called setting the rhythms, rag, tal, and then the sound expresses itself. Oh, nice music. So slowly the imaginary world and her dance and everything starts. This is how the world is an imaginary story in the sky of the dialogue between a mad chap and mad lady. So in this way, he says, I am not at all concerned, there is nobody, but he says, Swabhavastu pravartati, it goes on automatically by itself, that is called nature. And today we shall see, nadate kasyachid papam, nachaiva sukritam vihu, ajnanena vritam jnanam tena muhyanti jantavaha. The Lord takes neither the demerit nor even the merit of any. Merit means punya, demerit means pap, sin. Knowledge is enveloped by the ignorance, thereby beings are deluded. So the Lord Krishna says, as the representative of the Absolute, he was always aware, he is the Absolute Truth. In Krishna's drama, he, of course, he came for a drama. And he forgot his own status in his life thrice. Whereas Rama acted his drama, always forgetting his own status and doing the part of a ordinary person. Lord Krishna acted his role perfectly as the absolute truth. And that too, he is an incarnation. For that, thrice in the life he forgot for moment. That moment, three times. Sometimes he was fighting with a demon, and that demon was hiding in the sky, and just as nowadays it will be out of the jurisdiction of the radar. Radar cannot catch it. So in this way, hiding in the sky and fighting, so nobody knows where from all these arrows are coming and who is fighting, where is he. You cannot do any harm to him. Of course, Lord Krishna was master, so he was discharging the arrows in return by the direction it comes from the sound. He need not see the person, but the direction it will be exact. In circus you must have seen some man will be put, his eyes will be closed, and there will be a board, and other man will be bending there against the board, and third man will come, he will strike here. The point he strikes, the blind man, he will throw the knife and it will touch there only. It is so perfect. And the man will come out this side, those knives will make the lines of a man. So perfect. So Lord Krishna was perfect in 64 arts. 64 arts, master. Knowing all the languages and dancing also, singing also, musician and artist also, creating something and deluding everyone. Thousands of girls he not only thousands of girls, the whole world is mad after him. His beauty, his actings and his speaking, everything deludes everyone. So in every way he was perfect. So all these arts were mastered by him, and when he was fighting with that person, so he could discharge arrows against him perfectly well. And when that fellow understood, I will not be saved from Krishna, he will kill me. So he started doing magic, Maya, Asuri Maya we say it. The magic power of demons, they have some powers, negative powers. So he created the grandfather of Lord Krishna, Ugrasen, and the dead body corpse of Ugrasen, the grandfather of Lord Krishna, and some person by magic, some person was carrying that old king on his shoulders, and he came from backside and he came up to Lord Krishna's chariot, and he was weeping and shouting and asked Lord Krishna, "Oh Lord, why are you fighting? Give up fighting, because that fellow has come to our capital and he has killed our old king, for whom you are doing all this. Please stop it. Come to your palace and see what is destruction he has created." To divert him, all these were did by that Rakshas. So, of course, for a moment, because of attachment to the blood relation, he stopped his eyes. Oh, what a great shock. And in a moment, he understood it is magic. Oh, you want to show magic to me? Okay. The moment Krishna understood it, everything was disappeared. Nothing is seen. That is how they play magic. And then he killed the demon with that reaction. You want to delude me? Oh! In this way, 2 other times. So, what we mean to say, he says, Nadate kasyachit papam na chaiva sukritamiv ajnanena vritam jnanam tena muhyanti jantava. The common beings, they are deluded, they are overpowered by they have forgotten or their real sense, their real knowledge is enveloped by this entanglement, attachment and involvement with the worldly actions, all these duties, so-called duties and attachments and responsibilities. So where is time to think of the inner one? Innermost one. Antarjamin, he abides in the innermost, and that is covered up, of course, by the nature, some 5 layers of coats we have already covered up our heart, 5 layers of coatings, say Panch Kos, 5 seeds, and innermost chamber is the center of Anandmaya Kos, blissful abode, and in that center the Lord abides. In this way, that is covered up or enveloped, as it were, by the seeds of ignorance. In many ways we have forgotten the truth inside, and we are always extrovert, and it is covered up. The hidden treasure. The hidden treasure is forgotten. In this way, the knowledge is covered up. That covering is known as ignorance. That is called Maya. That is called magic power or illusory power or whatever we say, because of which we have forgotten the inner truth, the eternal existence. That we have forgotten because of this. This is called ignorance, and this is called Maya. Maya does three duties. It performs three kinds of duties. One is to cover up. That means protection, you can say also. From other angle, Maya covers up the truth, just as the cloudy sky makes the sun hazy. It is not clear to you. And a little thick clouds, it hides the sun. In this way, Maya covers up the truth, but it is not so. We have to say like this. The clouds cannot hide the sun, but it hides our eyes. We say we express the just opposite. So, Maya cannot do anything, no harm, no hiding. It cannot hide because it itself is not there. Some haziness, some foggy, some ideas, they are so quick, so foggy, not clear. So that is called Maya, because of which we don't see the reality. Just as the lamp is covered up by this, and if I put a cloth on this, will you be able to see the lamp? The moment you uncover it, then the lamp is discovered. It is there all the time. This covering cannot do any harm to it. And yet, we are unable to see it. This is the work of Maya, means covering. So, Avaran, it is called Avaran, the covering, enveloping. Then Bikshep, to create some daisy, some foggy ideas. If I don't able to see what is inside, what must be there, so you go on concreting something. Oh, it must be a candle. Is it lighted or it is not yet? So, is it a lamp, oil lamp, or a ghee lamp? It is a long-standing lamp, or it is short-going lamp? What kind of lamp? Or it is just covered up, there is nothing. Why it is covered up? All these questions make you confused to know what is there. Of course, something is there which is not known to you. That's why you go on concreting ideas after idea, no number of it, innumerably. If the boy is not at home, the mother is worried. Where did he go? What will happen to him? It is late night. What must be eating? Where he will sleep? It is late night. Will he come back? He is not giving me any information. What shall I do? Whom shall I phone? What happened to my child? What not the mother will think for hours, but nothing is real. That is called vikshepa. Vikshepa. This concurring, projecting some things which are not there, that is called vikshepa. Worries, anxieties, all these, that is the work of ignorance, because you don't know the reality. And then mal, it creates, just as you walk in a road, if you walk for a long distance, somehow or other your clothes will be dirty with dust. Somehow or other, you don't make it dirty, but it becomes. Similarly, by all these misunderstanding, all this confusiveness, all this ignorance, naturally something will be covered up, something will cover up the reality, that becomes avaran, or mal, dirt, which is so thick, the light is not at all seen. In this way, three hiding factors is caused by ignorance. That is the work of Maya. So, Lord Krishna clarifies, the knowledge is there with everyone. It is all pervading, but is it covered up? So the ignorant fellows, they are not able to know the truth. Whereas this rubbing again and again and washing it with all type of detergents and sand and coal and cow dung and what not, if you go on rubbing it again and again for some time, then of course all these coverings will be wiped out and the reality will reveal. That is what the wise people do, the clever people do, and that is called purifying process. That is called our practice, spiritual practice. It ends in purification of the reality, which is covered up. This is what we do. The sincere aspirants, they have to purify their body, senses, mind, whatever is the covering agent. Those agents should be pulled up and thrown off. That is, we do. And the lamp is self-effulgent light. It is not to be seen by other lights. You need not do anything at all. That is the truth. It needs no effort to be seen. So to realize the truth, realize the self, you have to do nothing. But yet you are ever engaged. For what? To pull out the covering. This child is sleeping there, but covered up, not only one, few others are also. They are sleeping with your child. It is cold night, so you don't know where is your child. You are calling him, you know his name, but he is deep asleep, so he doesn't hear you. What to do? What is the last effort you do? Go with anger, snatch away the blanket. You fellow, you don't hear me. This is how sometimes the devotees fight with the Lord. They have such a relationship with the Absolute because they are too close. In this way, this is the purificated process, pulling out the covering. That is the only work you can do. To see the reality, you need not do any effort. That is what Lord Krishna clarifies. Nadatte kasyachit papam na cheva sukritam vibhu. I am not concerned at all. I am not responsible to give something good or bad to the people or devotees or the seekers. I have to do nothing. I don't do anything. Neither I bless them, nor I punish them. Neither I reward them, nor I snatch away their something, whatever belongings. I do nothing. I am never concerned. So who does all this? So he clearly says, on my behalf, my third power, that is my power, that is called my nature, that does the needful. And if the people are if they think they are good, it is their work. They have become good. If at all they think, it is because of the nature, their own nature and the universal nature. It is by the changing phenomena, by practice, by dispassion towards the worldly bad objects, then only you can have good things. When you reject the rotten old vegetable in the shop, then only you can get the fresh and the vegetable, fresh vegetable. When you reject the rotten ones, then only you can get it, the fresh and new ones. Similarly, everywhere we do the same. When you reject something, the worldly transactions, worldly objects and attachment towards it and contact with it, you develop some type of indifference towards it. That is called dispassion, vairagya. Vairagyena cha kaunteya, abhyasena cha kaunteya, vairagyena cha grihate. You have to practice it again and again. Replacement and some type of indifference towards the unwanted worldly, creating some obstacle. Such objects you should reject, you should be indifferent towards it. It is not exactly rejecting, it is just to be indifferent. Indifference is the best weapon you have with you. By that you can punish even the the absolute God's grandfather. If you are indifferent towards him, what can the poor fellow do? Don't look at them, look at him. Indifference, kutti, boycotting. So there is no enemy, no friend, nothing. That is the greatest punishment you can give to your enemy. Don't think ill of them. Don't think good of them. Don't think at all. What other punishment will be greater than this? That is the best way. So in this way, the Lord is just unconcerned with the beings of the world, worldly beings. And everything is done by the nature. And he says, I never give anything good, nor I give something bad. I am not the giver. I am not at all concerned. And everything happens because of ignorance, not knowing the proper thing to do. And that is because of the knowledge is covered up. You see, any dull-minded child can be made super intelligent. Tomorrow, of course not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I shall give a practical example. You see, I have experienced it. I have made such a dull fellow standing fast in the class in 6 months. He was detained in one class for 3 years. He didn't go to school at all. And he will be always pretending I am going to school, and from the way itself he will go to the river bank to catch the fishes. He will go to the jungle to do something mischief with his friends. He never go to school. How can he be promoted? After 3 years, his father came to me, Swamiji, if you say I will allow you to go to school, or else I will withdraw him from the school, and I have so many cattle, he will go to jungle. Why you are uselessly spending money for him? I have 4 sons. My elder son is quite capable. I don't care for all these rascals. If you take care, then I will allow whatever you say, or else I am not willing to send him to school. I said, okay, ask the boy. He said, no, I want to study. In that case, I will take responsibility only when you agree to do whatever I say. If I say jump to Ganga, you have to jump. If I say break your head on this stone, you have to do, without putting any question. Will you do this? The boy said, yes, Swamiji. And father also agreed. I said, will you not utter a single word against me? Yes, Swamiji. Okay. I told the boy, go to Ganga, bring water, put it in conch, and pour it on Lord Shiva, and promise what I say. O Lord Shiva, in your name, I promise before you, this year I shall stand fast in the class. The moment he heard stand fast, no Swamiji, I cannot say this. I will occur sin. I said, okay, don't say so. Go home. I cannot take your responsibility. Okay, you are catching me. Yes, my dear, whatever I say, you have to do it. Then only I will take your responsibility. Okay. Oh Lord, he was weeping by force. You are taking the oath. And after taking the oath, I warned him, do you know what is the cost of this oath? If you don't go according to your words, you are putting water from the conch, Ganga water, on Lord Shiva. If you don't come true, for 7 lives you have to burn as a leprosy. For 7 lives, this is what the... Yes, I am finishing it. So, he was trembling with fear. And I said, okay. Day and night I tried my best to teach him. First of all, he comes to me with his science book and shows the what do you call it? Index. He shows me, Swamiji, I don't understand this. Can you imagine his standard? He was studying in 9th and he doesn't know where from to start the book. He is coming to me, Swamiji, I don't understand what is this. I said, this is called index. From that I started, and in 6 months he stood fast in the class. Can you imagine? Such a dull person can be such an intelligent boy. Labor has its own reward. So, what he, Lord, means to say, God is not responsible, nor you are responsible. Your labor, your trial, your continuous effort to uncover the truth will give you success. That is your earning. That is called Purusharth. So don't blame anyone for good nor for bad. भगवान पल्ला झाड़ देते हैं. I have nothing. I have not at all concern. This is how the world goes on. We shall see little more day after tomorrow and go further. How this world works, who is the manager of the supermarket. Yes, we shall see further. Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnada Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasisate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai. Sachidananda Bhagavan ki jai. Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Gita Mata ki jai.